Andrew Tate or whoever, like all these guys, when they're, posting these toxic videos, they're like, Coco, you need to say something, you need to say something. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my breath. Honestly, I don't think I ever stitched a video in my life. Maybe
Uh,
when I was learning about TikTok, I didn't even know what it is. But I'm just more focused on like reaching new people. I don't know where I'm going with this,
yeah,
but
yeah. Let me ask you this: what toxic videos are you talking about? Do you remember
toxic.
any of these? Well, you said something about toxic videos that some of these
Uh-huh.
people put out. So I'm curious, like, what's your definition of toxic, but with an example?
I don't know by name, honestly, but I know there's a few
Or the
guys.
content. It doesn't have to be the guy. I don't
The
care about the guys. Just like, what
mhm.
are they saying that you believe is toxic?
Just like don't treat her right if she is not. I don't know. There's people who are literally saying if you like her, don't let her know. Like if you like her, you should ignore her. That's gonna make her want you more. And
I
that
mean,
might
I,
be
I kind I
true.
kind of say both of those things.
That might be true when you're a teenager, but if you're looking for a healthy relationship, I think that you shouldn't really play games. That's at least not where I
Well,
come from.
so I don't know how other people are saying it. I don't watch tons of people also. I mean, sometimes I do, but I focus more on kind of my mission and what I'm saying. But there is something that rings true about those things. Now, there's extreme versions and there's non-extreme versions, I guess, of ignoring a girl or letting her know that you like her. I mean, I would say, I'm curious if you agree with this or not. So both of those are true. Well, first of all, it works, but we'll just put it that way. There's, I don't think people talk about this enough. Is yeah, some things can be toxic or not toxic, but then there's what works and what doesn't work. And what gets on my nerves is when there's people out there who are giving really watered down advice that just doesn't work. Now, does that mean you have to be a toxic asshole and treat the girl you're dating like a piece of shit? No, but there are concepts and ways and principles, I should say, principles of attraction that work. So, for example, girl text messages you. Well, you could ignore her forever, technically. You can ignore her for a month, a week, a day, an hour, 5 minutes. So, what's the right answer? Well, if you're texting her back right away, giving her tons of attention, you know, will it 100% unattract her? No. But will it work better when you are an actual busy man doing things for yourself and not readily available to her? If you're texting her back, let's say several hours later, hey, maybe the next day, that is going to keep her interested. Is that toxic? I don't think so. I mean, even if you are doing it purposefully, even if you know, hey, I know that I should be, texting her just a little bit later. I don't know. I think we just have to use what works. Now, what I say to guys is women, you don't have to tell a woman that you like her. You don't have to say that. I like you. I mean, maybe when it comes to the point when you guys fall in love and you say, I love you,
Mhm.
but do you have to say, I like you? No, you don't technically because actions speak louder than words. So, what I say to guys, Coco, is that if you're setting up a date and you're constantly seeing her, I think it's pretty clear that you're interested. And along with the texting part, if you're texting her to get a drink, to go to dinner, to meet up, to hang out, to go on a date, whatever it is, and you keep on texting her, but more specifically to have these meetups, it should be clear to the woman that you like her. And also, if you do it that way, you're more than likely to have a woman who says, wow, this guy is not needy. He's not desperate. Maybe he has other options. I don't know what it is, but I'm sticking around. Of course, there's a spectrum. You do it too much, you're going to lose the
Mhm.
girl. But what are your thoughts on some of that?
I will tell you what immediately attracted me with my boyfriend. What immediately attracted me to my boyfriend is that he was responding to me. I'm not immediately, but very often. or he was texting me very in the beginnings, like the texting was really how would I say this? It was just like it flew well. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like somebody's waiting for something. It didn't feel like anybody's playing any games. And the moment I feel that somebody's playing games, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm too old for this. And again, I understand things change in whatever phase of your life. Like when you're a teenager, maybe you like, the hot and cold and whatever. But right now, I don't want to think whether or not somebody likes me. And yeah, exactly. You don't have to say, "Hey, I like you," but you need to show it with your actions. Like if I was single and if somebody doesn't reply to me 2 days, I'll be like, he's canceled," honestly, because I know that we are all on our phones all the time.
2 days, 2
And
days, that's definitely a push. Yeah.
yeah, if but I agree that you should never be overly available. When you feel that somebody doesn't have anything going on in their life, when they don't have friends, they don't have any. If I feel that like that I am the only thing in somebody's life, that is an absolute turnoff, because
You're right.
I want
Exactly.
to. Yeah, I want to be an addition. I don't want to be the whole thing. And
Ooh,
I
I like that.
really and I really value my own time. I'm very independent. I mean, I moved here on my own.
I respect that you said that, by the way, because I think there's a lot of women out there who would not say that. I don't think they could really admit that. I think they would say, "No, I want to be his whole thing." I don't know if there's a lot of women out there who would say, "I want to be the." Now, but you're correct, right? Like that is the truth. Like that is deep down how they feel. That's deep down what gets them attracted. But I don't know if they could admit that.
I think maybe because they don't have enough going on in their own lives. And this is what I say to the girls who
That's
ask
a
me
good point.
questions like, oh, does he, when they have these weird questions like, oh, he looked at my story and then after 5 minutes he did it again. And then after seven, I'm like, what are you doing? Just like do something else. I don't know, make a juice or go run or do something healthy. I don't know. Like to call your mom instead of obsessing over this random dude that's like watching your stories or something. And it just, when people don't have enough going on in their own life, then they want that same type of behavior, I think. Because right now, like my boyfriend and I, we both are working from home, entrepreneurs, self-employed, whatever you want to call it, and we have our own like we have a lot of stuff going on in our own lives. And when we have a free moment, we are gonna spend it together, but because we don't see each other as often. But if he is just like, if either one of us is just like chilling and you're just waiting for that other person to come home. Actually, let me just say this before I forget. You know what happens? You know why a lot of girls who are in relationship with guys and they are the only thing they have. Actually, sorry, my English is a little messed up right now. Let's say you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't have a job, you don't have that many friends, you don't really have hobbies. You're like his girlfriend, his wife, whatever you are. You're going to spend your days, you're going to be very bored. You're not really, you're going to you're going to just try to find some issues because you need to have something going on in your life. So you're going to text him every 5 minutes, "Hey, where are you? What are you doing?" Or and then maybe he's in a meeting
Yeah,
and then he
your
doesn't
boyfriend's your
reply.
entertainment. Your boyfriend is your
Yeah.
entertainment, and I would say vice versa for a guy. Same thing, right?
Yeah, and then you're going to start picking fights and then you're going to start looking at things that are wrong and then maybe you're going to start creating all these stories in your head that are absolutely not true because you're bored. So that's why I think you both have to have a lot going on in your life. And again, you don't, as I said in the beginning, you don't have to be a CEO of a company, but you at least need to have something, maybe you can, I don't know, have a hobby, but
Yeah,
have something.
yeah. Coco, I'll tell you this much. I knew we were going to have a great conversation, but sometimes you have to get reminded to not judge a book by its cover because I absolutely judged who you were when I saw that viral video a year ago. I said,
Hmm.
"Oh, who's this woman? Who does she think she
Hmm.
is? High maintenance, entitled, whatever it was." Clearly, I made a stitch out of it, and then talking to you, it sounds like you have some good things to say, which is awesome.